Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Handoff in a single back formation.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
The Beavers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's a run to the left. Solid game, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That gain makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get to third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
And the Beavers are looking to keep this drive going. On the handout, they'll test the right side here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Powers through. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And now from the pistol formation. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Quarterback looking to scramble. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping and doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Looking to score with a run to the right. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. They're going to run the option. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Pressure is coming. He's looking to scramble. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, and there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pump over the middle. It's Carr. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Sticking with the running game. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Oregon State 7, Georgia Tech 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Jordan. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They're going to throw for it on third and short. And it's caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the extra point goes up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's a toss to the left side. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
I love this unconventional call by the offense coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Looking to pass this time. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Oregon State. There was a foot race and he won it.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Oregon State, Georgia Tech, 7. Return runs out of bounds.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down upcoming after that completion. They pick up the first on the ground. And the Yellow Jackets will try to keep this drive moving.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They picked up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this big a stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter.
Return goes out of bounds.
Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside of the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Handoff from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass caught. He spins out of a tackle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Handoff to the right side. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quick throw to the left. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Beavers move into the red zone. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the goal line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Trying for a fourth down completion. Complete with a running back. But can he get there? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Beavers will kick this away to get the second half going. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Try and muscle for the first down. That's a big hit at the end, but keeping a fresh set of downs.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Yellow Jackets begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Trying to find room. It's Jordan. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The back's got it. Some hard running there through a tackle. And they'll stop him after a short gain. The Yellow Jackets will crank up the tempo. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quick completion to the tight end. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. They're going to run it. Running with purpose. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
It's an out route, the catch made, and finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in his football game.
See if they can convert the point after. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream throws.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The sack on first down. It's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Finds the man open on the right side downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line. The Beavers line up on 1st and 10 now. And there's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create here on the move. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Testing the right side here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. They've got a 1st and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Beavers. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Ball carrier tackled there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
But to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun handoff here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He's running out of time here. And he'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Finds his man. It's Johnston. They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. They're going to run it here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time. Biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
On the run, it's Johnston. Physical run earns the 1st down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. Here's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. 2nd and goal for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And here's the handoff. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about, can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Motion now from the tight end. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get 1st downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. He's going to pull it down and run. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Boy, this young man is doing everything he can to keep his team in this game, and this play checks all the boxes. Need a 1st down? Check. Get out of bounds and stop the clock? Check. Avoid himself getting a big hit? That's a big check.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain curve, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.